Hello everybody, this is Backblast. Here I am again on Planet Coaster, and today we're going to be continuing with our new roller coaster, the Motherlode, which is a kind of mine train coaster thing. And we're going to be doing today most of the hills, maybe starting on some of the buildings. But certainly we're making it look as though it's a part of a mine train area type thing. The other thing I want to do is I want to try and do we get 2 trains on it like that maybe? Do we do that? You can block the station. Do we want that one? I think 2 trains is fine for this ride. We can block the station, that'd be fine, doesn't it? And we're not bothered about a minimum, are we? It's not going to go under 3 seconds anyway. It takes quite a while to unload the thing. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do that. Yeah, that'll be that. And I think what we do now is we come out of the ride and we actually start doing some terrain. Hooray! So what we're going to do here is let's get... Now certainly I want this bit coming up here. Oh, we've no money. Oh, no money. Ah, okay. So what we need to do is get another loan. We've already got one going off there, and we're going to go for another one. Like this, like this, like this. So get back on here. Now, oh, look at that. Oh, that's no good, is it? We need to do something about that. Yo, yo, yo. So we need to just be careful that the hills aren't intruding on the track, because we've got that bit switched off. We've got that collision switched off. So we need to make sure we want the hills close to the track. We want it to seem as though it's being supported in some places, like there. You see, we want it fairly close, but we don't want it covering it. See how it's covering it there? We don't want that. None of that. Thanks. None of that. And we can come back and do those hills in a minute. Let me just finish this coming up round here. Nope, don't save it as a blueprint, you fool. What we want to do is edit track, and then maybe go into here, maybe not. Right, I'm going to need to change this, I think, because some of these bits I want to have as tunnels. So I'm going to want to have some tunnels. So we need to change that. I think we need to go into options or settings. Is that what it's in? Is it in there? Where is it? Anybody? Anybody remember where it is? Is it in game? Here we go. So what have we got? Stops riding station from preventing scenery. Allows coasters. Maybe it's that one. Right, well, we'll switch those 3 off. Those 4 off. Those 4 off. Let's go for that. Resume. Now what happens when we go on here? Let's just go like this. Yeah, look at that. Right, so what it's doing is it's building around, which is cool. That's what I want. That's what I want. So we're going to do something obviously with the train station, and we're going to do something with this hill, but I don't know what. I don't know what to do to make this look more natural. I have no idea. Building a mountain that big in that spot doesn't quite seem right, so I don't quite know how to do that. Oh, it's struggling with that, isn't it? I don't know what to do with that bit there. That's pretty cool. I like that. Goes through a kind of cutting there. We do need to watch out for this because look, you can just see underneath the track there. Yeah, that's good. Now there was another bit, wasn't there, that I wasn't happy with. Where was that? It was touching. There we go. Let's just get rid of that. And we can turn the collision back on or off again afterwards and bring the track right up. We can turn off the ground collision again and bring the ground up to the track later. We can redo that. Now in my head when I was thinking about doing this, I was thinking that maybe part of this is going to be a mine. So we're going to have a building maybe that this goes into, so it looks like it's going into the entrance of the mine. Maybe. And I don't quite know where that's going to be. I haven't decided where that is yet. All I want to do is try and bring the ground up to some of these bits like these. See, try and make it look nice. We want some bits where it's above ground and somewhere it's below ground. But I think that a lot of the below ground are going to be buildings. You know, I don't think it's going to be because it's actually going underground. I think it's going to be more a case of, well, that's a building there. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to have a lake here. I think there's a lake. There is no plan. There's no real plan here. This is all just happening as I'm building here. There's no grand scheme of things. I quite like the idea that this is a terrace here, because I think we can maybe put some things on the terrace that make it look as though it's part of a coal mine or a gold mine. It's got to be a gold mine, hasn't it? Wild West. There was a big gold rush over to the west of America. So I think gold mine is the way to go. Don't you? Don't you agree? Anybody not agree? Do we want a little land bridge sort of thing going across there? Can we do that maybe? Maybe a little bit there. We'll see. I'll just I'll keep bringing the ground up to the track, and then we'll have a look after and see where we want the building to go to. Now this has to come up here, I think, like this. It's not going any higher than that. That's disappointing. I quite like that as well. That's nice. But I'm going to leave the gap there, I think, so we can build some support or something along there. This all looks good. We like that. Right, let's have a look at it from the start. So from the start, it comes out. It goes down this bit, which is a little bit disappointing. We don't want it like massively tall. I wouldn't mind it hiding this block if we could do that. That looks all right. That looks better. I want some of it visible from the pathway so people can see it. This is all good here. Of course, the other ride's benefiting from this as well. It's getting its scenery mucked about with. So I might just leave that so it's got a big escarpment around it. I think that's the right word that I was looking for. I've just had an aircraft go over the house. The whole room went dark. I didn't know what was happening. I thought we're having a power cut. And all I'm doing now is I'm looking around to see that I like what it looks like. You know, where there's overhangs, where there's gaps, and I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it so far. Now, do I want to put something in here? Not as much water as I'd hoped there'd be there. Do I need to just maybe bring this up here a little bit? I was hoping there'd be more water in there. We're not going to get that very high, are we? Disappointing. Where's it lowest? Here. Is this where it's this is the bit that it's struggling with? Okay. Oh, well, that's not great, but there you go. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Okay, that's looking better. Right, there's something else I want to do. So we want to roughen this. Okay, it's something that I think really needs doing on these things now. I didn't used to roughen the textures, and I think it makes a massive difference. You may disagree with me. you might be thinking this isn't making much difference. What's he on about? But it's the difference between. It is the difference between. Like this here. You see this? It looks like nice and smooth and horrible, and this here looks more like a landscape that's been carved out over time through either erosion or some other factor like mining has made an impact on the landscape. So we're just trying to make it look less smooth, less like I've just dumped a load of soil there, which is what I've basically done. I mean, you look at something like this and it looks great. I wouldn't say it looks like a natural place, but it looks a lot more exciting than a smooth piece of ground that I've just dumped on there. So we're going to do this for a bit. I'm going to do this, and in here, make it look more interesting. And it's now looking a lot more like a landscape than you've dumped a load of rock scape. So there we go. It's looking better. It looks a lot better. We like that. That's looking good. Alright, well, that's looking really good. That is pretty cool. We like that. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and I'm going to switch back on those collision, or switch off those collision things. Where were they again? So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Click apply, click OK, click resume. And there are some bits that we can now bring the land up. So if we maybe make it a bit, maybe 8 meters or something. That's quite a small thing to be looking at. Right, let's wander around again with the track to see where it goes. So places like down here, I would like the track to be closer to the ground. So I'm just going gently around this. We don't want the track to be encroaching on the ground like that. You see how it's encroaching? So we just want to take that down again, to push it down where it's just encroaching too much. There we are. The train might actually clip through the landscape, but let's not worry too much about it. And over here we can get this looking better, can't we? Now I do realise that some of that roughen that we've just put on will be being smoothed off, but hopefully I'll retain most of it. I'm happy with that. That's alright. You can just see some of the wood just gone under the ground there. That's okay. That's okay. Just being mindful that this bit here is also being moved. Okay, let's just pop that back. Pop it back. Look, that. Yep. Happy with that. We're all good. I'm okay to leave some gaps like that. In fact, I like that big gap there. Let's move this in a bit like that. Maybe try and drag this up. Okay, yeah. Drag you up a bit. Got that back. Can we drag... Ooh, hey, you know what? Yeah, I've got an idea for you. Yeah, okay, we've got an idea for that there. That's going to look good. We're going to have a kind of waterfall running down there. That'd be cool, won't it? Yes, it will. Good. I'm glad you're talking to me. Thank you. Thanks for joining in with my video. Right. Good. Looking good. Looking good. Let's have this up here. We're not having a waterfall running down this bit. Yeah, spin you round. Like Kylie. There we go. I'm spinning around. Bit much. Bit much enough. Do 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 do. It's looking better, isn't it? Yes, yes, it is. Yeah. See, what I'm trying to avoid is things like this, where we've got a massive trough underneath it. I quite like the fact that the landscape comes up either side of the track, and it looks like you're going through a little bit of a canyon, but I don't then want a massive gap underneath the track. You know, I want it to look as though the track's been laid on the ground or close to it. I don't know why I keep clicking on that button. You press Control and it does the opposite of whatever you're doing. So if we're on pull right now, and I wanted to push it, I just press Control and click, and it just pushes it back. So you don't need to keep coming back and pressing that. Okay, let's go. We still want a canyon here, remember? We want a canyon. We do want a canyon. Oh, wrong button enough. Do 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 do. It's okay. There are some bits, you know, that I'm quite happy for the track to not be near, but I'm just trying to get to a point where it's not all around the track that there's a massive gap underneath it. Oh, we've run out of money. Run out of money again. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, where are we up to? We're not far off here, are we? We're not far off where I want to be. So let's just persevere with this. I just want to drag this up a bit more. Oh, come on. There we are. And I think I want to do most of this little bit here. I think what we're going to do is, yeah, I need to get another loan down. Let's get another loan. There we go. So, you know, I said there was some bits that I'm quite happy to leave little gaps underneath. It's things like this. So where the track is coming round and it's it's actually coming off a high bit onto a lower bit. You want things like gaps there because that's where the track's trying to get down to the ground level, but not necessarily everywhere. You don't want there to be a floating track all the way around. It just doesn't look good. But because it is a working mine, and it has been a working mine, we're quite happy to have little gaps and little holes everywhere. I don't know where I'm going with this camera. Hello, there we go. You there, just there. That's that, right there. And then round here, and then through the canyon. Through the canyon, down there. Ba-bum-bum, ba-bum-bum. It's looking good. Let's get a bit more up here, especially round the back of it. A little bit round the back here. There you are. It just supports the track nicely, you see? Nicely, nicely. And then it drops down here. Okay, and then we go under the station, and then this is all open. We're going to have scaffold and stuff holding all this up, aren't we? And then it comes up here, and then we want this to be higher here. That's pretty cool. And then it drops way down. Whoa, boy, through there. And then we're back. So there you go. So we've done some landscaping. We've roughened up the ground as well, and then we've just brought the track higher so it touches the track in a lot more places. It gets closer to the track, so it doesn't look so much like the track's floating above nothing like this here. That I might now want to change, and it just makes it look that little bit more realistic. I think the next video we're going to start to theme some of this, so we'll start looking at maybe some buildings or maybe some waterfalls or other bits. Yeah, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. I hope you join me for the next video. I hope you like this video, for that matter. And if you do like it and you like the channel, please let me know, because if you let me know, I'll keep doing the videos. If I find that there's a video series that you don't like or that you're not that interested in, then I'll drop it and do something that you are interested in. There's no point in me doing things that you're not interested in, because and I'm not getting any views, and I don't know why. I'll just be sat there going, hey, you know, everybody likes this, don't they? And everybody will be going, no, stop doing it. I'll be quite happy to stop doing things you don't like. That'd be good. And please, no comments saying stop making videos, we don't like you. Yeah, so there you go. So hope you join me for the next one. My name's Backblast. I'll see you next time.